Hi, welcome to my dyslexic brain. I'm Claire and this is my crazy corner of the internet. Okay, so I was having a conversation with Karen over at Hot Mess Planner Express. Sorry if I've butchered the name. I'm just tying my hair up. That's why you can't see my hands there. My hands are back. Did you miss them? And I'm trying to work out my system for next year. Now, I have ordered some Just Scribble planners and they haven't arrived yet. There's been a few issues, but Siobhan over at Just Scribble has been amazing and has kept us all up to date. And we all know how things can go wrong with manufacturing and everything. So I'm waiting patiently for those so that I can do an unboxing and show you. I have brought them all myself. Everything on this channel I buy myself because I want to try it out or whatever. So I thought I'd come on and show you what I do now. If you are a one book to rule them all person, run. No, stay, honestly, stay. You don't have to run. But with my brain and with my dyslexia, I have a very bad short-term memory. So sometimes I can forget things between just flipping pages. So for me, my brain's very much like, you know, when you see those tables that are really disorganized and there's just stacks of paper with absolutely no rhyme or reason. I can go in and no, that's in that stack and that's there. And I can find it, no problem. I'm very much, things need their own place. I've explained that as clear as mud and I do apologise. I hope you're all doing well. I'm also on tonight because George is at the hospital being weighed tomorrow and I don't know where we're going with that. He's stopped eating as much again, so I don't know whether we're going to end up in having to have his tube put back in. Right, so this is staying the same for next year. Well, this is already the 2012 planner. 2012? Did you just go back in time? It's not Back to the Future, it's Back to the Past. Sorry, 2026. Okay, it's been a long day. I need one planner, and I won't admit that to you all that I actually have lost the one because I went down to I made a little A6 planner which I was keeping my dates in, and then I was in the bright idea of, oh, let's take it out of the case. Yeah, took it out of the case. Now I can't find the tiny booklet. So about February next year it should turn up somewhere. So to replace that one, I love the Moomins, and you can see the opening of this. Oh look, it's already dirty. Never mind. I was like, I want to start using my weights. I hate these tabs. I am cutting them off. I hate them. They're horrible. They are too small. Dislike them. Dislike. They will be going. And if I could find my scissors, I have 5 pairs. And all I can find are the big chunky ones. Sorry, sidetracked. As you know, rabbit holes here. April last year, I brought Hobonichi Weeks. Might have been a mega I brought, I can't remember. But I brought Hobonichi Weeks and I opened it, took one look at the paper, went, too yellow, too small, can't do it, and sold it straight back on. I made that decision in 20 seconds flat. But I was trying to think, what can I use that's small? Also, I like to make my own planners, and I have done lots of printing out and things, but I don't know what next year's going to look like. And if George has spinal surgery, I don't know how long I could be at the hospital with him, how long. Life's going to look very, very different when he's had that done. And I didn't want the added pressure on myself of having to print and cut my own planners. So I was like, okay, I'm going to order a week's. And actually, I loved the Moomins as a child. Now, here in the UK, it was a cartoon. Sorry, there's probably glare on that. It was a cartoon. I know it's a book, but here in the UK, it was a cartoon. So, of course, everybody who knows Hobonichis know they start in December. So I was like, oh, I can start using it from December, but I've got nothing for now. So I took one of the little notebooks. I drew out October and November, and then I literally drew a calendar to get me through to the 1st of December. And then all I have done, probably better to do it that way, is slipped it in here like so. And that now just gives me the start that I need before I actually go into the book. Now, this is a messy planner, as you can see. I mean, I scribble out. Shh, don't tell anyone. It is literally, this goes everywhere with me. So if I go out, I slip it into my bag. It lives with me. So it is, I don't know what they call it. Is it a pre-planner? I don't know. This is like the old-fashioned my diary, as we used to call them. And I still need to go in and add some more dates. And then just in the back bit, it's got emergency numbers or medication, things like that. So I need to go in, but everything will be put in here. So all George's hospital appointments, everything will be in here. So this is what I carry with me every day. I think, now I'm really bad at getting the lingo and all the rest of it, but it could be an everyday carry. But then I don't want to say that because this is my everyday carry. So this is the goes with me. If everything else disappeared, this would be the one that I would need to get me to appointments. I'd say keep my life on track, but my life's never on track. So in conjunction with this, I have my Hobonichi cousin. Now, well, these books sort of work together, but I suppose if I had to be really, really, okay, what am I going to do? I could probably just say this one, but they all work together. So this, I did get it in April. I started off in it, and you can see I started off in it and I hated it, couldn't get on with it, stuck it back on the shelf, and then end of September I was like, oh, I don't know, do I want to try a Hobonichi? Oh, Hobonichi release. Ooh. And I was like, Claire, you got one on the shelf. Give it a go. So I did. I got it off the shelf. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. Now, I don't use my Hobonichi like everybody else does. My new one, which I have shown the covering, it's a brain dump. Now, I know brain dumps mean different things to different people, but this is like my messy, have with me, dated, important things I will need to go through and do the new one. So I just have my appointments, and as you can see, I don't decorate them. So plan with me's in my Hobonichi are really boring. I then was using my dailies. No, these are weeklies, sorry. And I was really struggling with the vertical. I don't know if it's my handwriting, whether I was writing in the numbers down the side, I don't know, but I was trying all sorts of layouts, and that's when I just sort of gave up, and I just couldn't. So I was just trying to find other uses for it. So it's a real mess, a real mishmash. And if you look down the sides, I've even tried tabbing, trying out tabs, what works, what doesn't. So it's a real mess. And then back in let's just cover that. Back in 15th of September, I was like, oh, I wonder if I can do something different. So I'd been using this since July, and I love this, and this will actually become the A5 Just Scribbles for next year. But what I was really needing was this view. So for me, in my brain, this really works well. And I quite like the fact that I can put them in places. But I've also fallen back in love with the thin paper. But I think part of the reason I fell out of the Hobonichi was I came from using 120 GSM paper, bright white, thick, and this is really thin. But I've been using the Hobonichi, the Styology, as a planner and random other things, and I've got used to the thinner paper, so when I came back it wasn't such an issue. So I decided, okay, so let's use this as a, like, what I've done. So not what I'd like to do, but what I have done. So like time keep, but I also struggle if I say, okay, well, this is when I'm doing this is when I'm doing that, then I'm like, but I don't want to do it then. So I'm trying to get better. And then what I was doing was, at the bottom half, I was using it for my YouTube channel, for ideas that I'd had or whatever. And so as you can see, I started using it a bit more. I put in washi, but then it started getting thick, and I was like, I don't think I can take the bumps, because that's something else that I struggle with, is the texture. Once you get, it's all right if it's all over the place, but if you're just putting name dots in all the same place and you get those bumps, I really struggle with that feel. So this was another one, another week. So I'm really enjoying this. And then, where are we? This is this week. So I can actually put, I'll probably be here. And I'm filming. So that's how I work this. That's how I do the day. So when I wake up in the morning, I go, okay, what are my plans? And then I've got lots of blank pages, because I started using it, then I stopped. But what I've been doing is if I've suddenly had an extra idea that I couldn't fit on, like one of my days when it was really busy, or I suddenly thought, okay, I was trying to map out how I was going to do 2026. So I started doing some mind maps or whatever. So I just went backwards, and filling in paper. So what I do with this now, and I'm explaining this as clear as mud, so if you've got any questions, please do just pop them below and I will try my best to answer them. This is my brain dump for the day. So I was trying to get a pen to work, so these are nice and tidy and neat because I actually backdated these. I went back and backdated them from my A6, but everything goes in here, so all my ideas, if I haven't done much, or everything goes in here. So any ideas I have for my dyslexic brain, everything I come across. So when I sit on the sofa, I have just this one book. This is it. And if I can't fit it on there or it's too much, then I will grab a page. And quite possibly next year what I will do is I will start at the front, and then any extra, if there's stuff I can't fit on these pages, I will just start at the back. And if it gets to the point that my back is full and my front isn't, or whatever, if I will just order a April start book or something, because I know it seems silly, and you could you could just have a stylogy and date it and things, but I quite like being able to just, sometimes it's really nice just to be able to go, okay, what's it this month, what's happening, because that's easier for me with the way my brain works than going, okay, so this is April, okay, let me find March, and then I'm like, what am I looking for? I've forgotten. So everything goes in here. Anything I've done for the day. So like today, what have I done? Theodore fell over on the way to school. He's 12, almost 12, bless him. He fell into a bush, and then he rang me and was like, I've hurt myself. I can't remember what I was doing. I don't know what's wrong. I'm really dizzy. I don't feel very well. So he had to start walking back. And I'd gone to go and pick up a friend who dropped the car off. So I was like, okay, I'm on my way, Theodore. I'll be there as soon as I can. I had to do a U-turn. No, 3-point turn in the road. There was no traffic coming. I didn't hold any traffic up, but I was stuck in a traffic jam to go back to go and get him. And luckily, one of the mums whose son is in his class and has other children that go to Buckingham Park, and I know the mum anyway, she saw him walking back down this long road and grabbed him up, and he sat in the car with her till I could get there. So that was just such a blessing to have somebody that would just scoop him up and be with him whilst I couldn't. And then I saw my friend Eva on the school run because she was dropping her son off, so I was like, oh, let's have a quick catch up. And I also brought 2 Trisbees. Shh, don't tell anyone. And then if I get my wellness planner, what I try and write a list every morning, and I'm trying to cross it all off. I've got to work on adding my physio for my knee in. Haven't had many ideas, although I could actually film my current. It's the inward ecosystem. Should we try E? No, can't spell eco. Planner. System. I will have to look up eco to try and get the buzzword. The buzzwords. Yeah, it's really hard. Being dyslexic, trying to come up with these lovely titles is really, really hard. But anyway, sorry, digressing again. Oh, and these are my trackers, and then I will literally, so tomorrow morning they will be on this side, and then I'll fill in that side. That's supposed to be a reusable tape, repositionable tape. There we go. Those all stuck under my nails. So then that's tomorrow. But what I do, I'll have to go back a couple of Okay. Yeah, I've still got to backdate them, so we will do those soon. So, okay, so then what I do is, let's see, 21st. I mean, I could be telling you all sorts. I have got no idea. Okay, 21st, Thursday. Oh, that's because I'm in September. Oh. Right, so 21st. So this was my information. And then this is my, I want to sticker it. I want to make it look pretty. I suppose almost, and I know I'm not using the right words, but it's almost like a, I hate to say bullet journaling because it's not bullet journaling, but they are shots. Here we go. They're shots of a journal. So they're journal shots. There we go. I've coined a new phrase that I'll forget, but they're journal shots. I like that. Journal shots. I will forget that. I will forget that completely. But they're almost like my journal shots. So I will put them in here. I try and make it look pretty. I'm really not very aesthetically. Yeah, that was me on my night out for my birthday. They're just a way of taking this and putting it down in my book. So the only one I would keep would be this one. This one will go in the bin. This will go. This isn't a keep. But what I then do is, I don't know what I can, hold on a sec, let me pause it. Okay, I was just double checking that I hadn't written anything in here, but this is my memory. This is my memory journal, and it is just a Styology that I have just, as you can see, it's full of all sorts, and this is my more comprehensive. I'm trying to write. I write really big. I try not to write big. I write big. I write messy. I can't write smallly. So I have fun with what I'm doing. So I take this and then I write. These are quite light on writing. I should check before I do them. Right, so this was the 29th. So this was when I had my tattoo. So that is my tattoo that I had, because I am beaten, I am broken, but I am still kneeling. And so, and I can't show you because I haven't filled this one in, but I have more writing, and then I just sticker bomb. So I didn't like these stickers, so I've literally just sticker bombed. And then I didn't want to use this page because I wanted to do a 2-page spread. I hated these stickers. I liked them online, got them, didn't like them. So I literally had fun sticker bombing. And then at the moment, the other pages are just plain. But I just stick in ephemera, and it's just a nice mess. And my friend Karen sent me these stickers. So this is my favourite spread, because this was all made with stickers from my friend Karen. So yeah, so that is not going to be filled up by the end of the year, but I'm actually really toying with moving into a dated book, and just doing it slightly different. But up until this year, so about a year ago, I started journaling, and it's looked very different. So this is, so this, you'll go away and you go, what the heck's she on about? So this is what I call my main system. And then floating around my main system, I have my memory, which is just for nice memories, what's going on, a bit of blurb about the day, something I've done. This is my wellness planner. Now, I did try and fit it into here. This is the I brought the A6 by Just Scribble to try out the size, and bless it, it's been all sorts, because I'm literally trying it out on different pages. So now at the moment, this is my dyslexic brain, my I'd like to say content creator, but I'm not a content creator. I put on the camera and you join me in my madness. I don't pre-plan anything, because then I'd chicken out and not do it, because I'd be like, people don't want to see that. Anyway, sorry. So this is my wellness planner. I think I brought you through on the setup of this one. So just stickered. Did the first month, haven't done any of them since. But what my main one, well, this is one that I haven't. So this is like how I set up, and part of me was like, yes, I know my diet is horrendous, I'm trying to sort it out. Oh, this one's not on here, because I was like, oh, I might get the journey planner, but unfortunately the price of the journey planner and then the shipping on top, I can't justify that price when I already have something that I could probably use. So I was like, okay, let's take the meal out. I'm trying, it's an ongoing, I'm trying to get myself back looking after myself, and a lot of people will know that if you're a carer, quite often you become the person that you don't look after so much. So I'm trying to be more conscious. I did walk yesterday, so I'm trying to record if I walked. And then on this one, I've got a watch, then I'll have my steps, my sleep, my body battery, my steps, and then these are my water. Now, I'm not very consistent, because I have got this one, but I've also got a really huge one. Sorry, I needed some water. But what I do is, so this is the small one. So I just write small. I'm actually just about to finish my second one. So I aim for 4 of. And it's just a way of doing it. There's no stickers. I'm trying to track my mood. This is really crazy, I know, but we know I'm crazy. Now, I'm trying to eat better, but I also know I'm very much okay, so you can't have any sweets, you can't have any chocolate, you can't have any cakes. Well, then I'll go into the shop and I'll go, I need those 10 cakes, and I'll take those 10 cakes. But if I go in and go, what 10 cakes do I want to get? What 10 cakes do I am I going to buy? I'll walk away with none. And as it's been a bit of a struggle recently, I've set myself up to 4, so I can have 4 bags of sweets, 4 bars of chocolate, 4 bags of chocolate, whatever it is, 4 bags of crisps outside of my lunch, 4 cakes, 4. I'm wheat intolerant, so I tend to have to eat the biscuits all come in like little packets of 3 or whatever. So when I say a packet of biscuits, I don't mean a packet of biscuits. I mean a packet of biscuits. So, and this is a Rosy Life planner that I am redating from, sorry, tattoo's itching. Redating from beginning of the year, I think. Yeah, beginning of the year. I think I tore up. I think I tore up the other one. And then these pages you'll never ever see, because what I then do in these pages is every morning I wake up and I suppose it's my take on morning pages, but in here it's feelings. So if I'm having a really, really, really bad day, really negative feelings, then I write it in here. I write it in here because at the end of the day, it's not really a book I'm ever gonna keep. And if they are really, really bad and I'm really, really struggling, I have this burn book, and it is just a notebook from these people, and it's just dotted. And then when I filled this up, it's just negative, I can burn it. So that's my burn book if things are really bad or I'm really trying to work through something. And if I don't feel the page, I don't feel the page. But if I then suddenly come in and I'm having a really bad day, what I would do is I would go to that page and then I would just go back and fill in, like draw a line, and then maybe put the date. And then if I still have more to write, I'd find the next bit with some more space on it. And that's how I use it. So yeah, that's my wellness planner. That's my it's my wellness journal and my memory journal. And then this at the moment is my dyslexic brain and Ianthe creations. Not that I do much with Ianthe creations. I'm trying to see if I could actually use a book for it, because I was, where is it? I was at the beginning of the year in this one, and I was drawing it out, writing it in, but that only lasted a little while. And then I've got my ideas in the back and I was indexing them, but I don't know, which is why part of me is like, oh, I'm not sure quite how it's going to work. But yeah, so that's the plans by Just Scribble at the moment in the A6. And then my other one is my plans that I'm using. It's just the notebook which I'm using for my stencils, but also to see how, because this is the same paper, B7, which was formerly known as Cosmo Air Light paper. So I was like, well, let's try my pens and things on there. And then suddenly my brain's going, hold on a minute, am I better off to take the book apart and punch it with holes, with rings, put it in one of my A5 ring binders, because then I can swap the pages around. Because part of my brain with my planning or with things in books like this is I'm like, what if I haven't left enough pages and suddenly I haven't got space to add in these new pens that are part of this system, and that worries me. So quite possibly I will be taking this apart and putting it in a ring planner. Sorry, brain completely went, couldn't find the word. But I covered this well and then used my sticky back plastic. So that was just some crafting paper. Can you tell I like purple? So that is, and then I have a Bible study. I'm trying being a thingy. So I've been trying to work out my I've been trying to work out, so this is my main system. I know what is happening, and then I'm trying to assign my other planners to other setups. I'm not sure. I love the, because plans are all set up the same way. I love the way they're set up, but for some of the way my brain works, they're too compartmentalized. I need a bit more of a, it's not even an over picture, a bit more of a all in one place sort of person. Let's see what we got. So each one's done by a quarter. Oh, where was it? I'm all over the place here, but I did come up with a few rules for myself for 2020. I mean, yeah, you can take a screenshot if you want. It's nothing great, and I'm still trying to work it out. As I said, I haven't got a lot of the planners yet, so I don't know. I need to feel them, squeeze them, let them talk to me. But I've come up with, so this tab takes me to all my rules plans for 2026. Enjoy myself in my planners. Now for me, that is a huge thing. The planners are a hobby. They bring me joy. I like to come on and talk to you people in my phone, to everybody in my phone. I like to interact with people, but all I really need is this one. Well, and maybe this one, because then I'd have nowhere to write down all my random rabbit holes that I go down. So for me, my planners are fun. They're a bit of fun. There's something I enjoy. Yes, I'm trying to be more organised, but it's more for my mental health. I enjoy it. It's something I enjoy doing. And this is a really big one, and it's a real taboo within the planner community, and one that so many people frown on. And it's one that I struggle with, because I'm a planner hopper. I'm a swapper. I want to try all the planners planner. I've done it all. I mean, if you could actually see the shelf by the side of me, maybe when I've tidied it up, I'll take a photo or a thingy. But I've got them. I've got the TNs. I've got the ring bound. I've got the, well, they're not Happy Planner, but the disc bound that I made myself. The Traveller's TNs I've made myself. I have tried them all. And my biggest one this year, and I apologise if people follow me just for a particular book, then I can't guarantee I will be using that book. I hope to, but I don't guarantee. But I watch so many different people, because I like to watch videos whilst I'm setting up my own planners, whilst I'm doing the washing up, whilst I'm folding laundry. It makes me feel like I'm I'm having a conversation with a friend, and just because they don't use the same system as me, it doesn't mean that they don't have an idea within their system that works really well. I have watched that many people on YouTube. It's crazy. I've watched so many. So my heartfelt plea to everybody is, if you want to hop, you hop. You want to run, you run. You want to swap it up, switch it out, change it around, you go for it. It's your planner. Yes, I show mine on the internet, but, you know, I don't lead a very exciting life. And the other thing I'm putting in on myself is I can try it. I can try it for 3 months, because most of my system next year is plans, and hers are set up in 3 months, in quarterlies. So this is quarter 3 and 4. But by the time you hit, so the first half of the book is for your July, August, September. All your information's there, and then literally October it all starts again. So I've said to myself, try it for 3 months or 6 months, swap it out. If a book's not working, drop it, try something else. I have got lots of books coming. I have got more planners than I know what to do with, because I was like, I want to try all of the plans by Just Scribble, because I do like her books. But I've also got some Hobonichis in there. But if it's not working, I dropped this. I dropped this at the end. I've come back into it. It doesn't mean, and this, as I said, this has had that many incarnations. I mean, what was it to start with? So it was like my everyday carry, with the back part being my health, my wellness, but I realised for my wellness, I need a vertical. So then it went back to being my version of this, just on one page, and I could carry on doing it, but my writing's really big and it just felt a bit squished. But that's 4 different things. Well, what difference does it make in what's in the back if you're if you're just, you know, if you're using what's forward? It doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, probably the only thing that's going to be kept is my pretty stickered one. Maybe my dyslexic brain and my Ianthe creations, if I ever actually get myself into gears. But I call my crafting, my bags and things, Ianthe creations. So yes, sorry, that was my, I'm going to swap it up, I'm going to change it round, I'm going to use as many planners as I can, because life's too short not to. But at the same time, if I become overwhelmed and I haven't done this journal, or I haven't filled this one in, I mean, this one doesn't matter overly, apart from if I'm trying to track my food, but that's fine, because all the information for this is on my watch. So this, if I only fill it in once a month, I've got the information to hand. It's the same with these. I mean, I do need my weekly view. I do need this. But if life has got too much and I haven't been able to, because I haven't at the moment, I need to come back in. I haven't got Wednesday. I haven't got Thursday. I haven't got thingy. I need to write my recap. I can do all that because my information is in here. So I can fill these in whenever I want because the information is in other places. And if I don't want to fill them in, I don't have to fill them in. There is nothing that says I have to use them just because they're in my system. Nowhere. It is your system. It is yours. And what works for me might not work for you because you are going there going, oh, there's too many planners. I can't cope. There's too many planners. No. And others of you are going, planners, 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 planners. We are all different. And my planners and my ecosystem work for me, not my planners. I'll be perfectly honest. I doubt my kids are ever going to read these. Maybe I wouldn't want them to read my morning pages. But I do apologise if you can hear there's fireworks going off. We are heading up towards the 5th of November, which is firework night here in the UK. I forgot what I was saying now. Sometimes I wonder why all you lovely people follow me, because my brain just goes, duh. What was I saying? I can't remember. Can't remember at all. I don't know. I can't remember. It's your system. It works for you. You can pick it up. You can put it down. Now, there's lots of planners out there to choose from. And no, if you can't afford them, I know it's really hard. But at the same time, you can use a pen and paper and draw them out. And I have done that. I mean, I'm trying to get better at my Bible journaling. We're not getting far. But this was a happy planner. It's not the classic. I think it's the one down. So it's not an A5. It's bigger than an A5. So basically what I did was I got a B5. My knife wasn't very sharp. B5 Styology, and just cut an inch or so off the top. Wasn't much. And I used that in here. I've drawn in the things I was trying to. I didn't get far. I'm trying. It's what I'm trying to do better. So the other day I drew these out and I thought, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I thought, okay, again, this is where it all works together. What I've started now, well, to start with, as I said, I am nowhere near got this down. I am floundering. I am trying. Let's see. I was starting to write it. You know how you've got the YouView app, Bible app? Well, I was literally just popping it on there. And then I suddenly thought, actually, if I'm taking out the My Dyslexic Brain stuff and putting that into a separate planner after it's been on here, I could write the Bible study here, the verse here. So it's almost like a Bible shot. we got lots of shots in here, like a Bible shot. And then I was like, actually, even if at the end of the week I came in and I filled this out, or at the end of the month I filled this out, I'm slowly filling it out. But I don't have to beat myself up and go, if I don't do this and fill this book in, it's all going to go to pot. It can go here. And I open this in the morning and then I literally set up December's. And at the moment, it's not a lot, but I'm so overwhelmed at the moment that it feels enough for me to start a starting off point. And we've all got to start somewhere. So that's how all of my planners work around this one. It isn't pretty, but it's not meant to be. It's a brain dump. I made some tabs. I got these tabs from, I can't remember, it might be in Amazon, which they're sticky, but they go all horrible. So, whoa, I used my FOMO, printed them out, and then just stuck them over the top, and now I can move them when they're needed. So that is how my ecosystem works, and all of it. I mean, even my content journal, I can backfill everything because it is all in here. So in the morning, my routine I'm trying to keep going with is I fill in, I wake up, and depending on what time I wake up, because I can wake up anywhere between 3:30 in the morning and 5. If I wake up at like 3:30, between 3:30 and 5, I will read before I start my day. At 5 o'clock, I put the kettle on. I will write in here. Might only be 4 or 5 lines, but I'll write in here. Then I will I'll open my today page. I'll open this on, I need to get another tab to put on this one, and then I'll go, okay, what is happening? Okay, so what do I need to do today? Is there anything I need to do today that's been cancelled? I've redone it. Only just got the email. So that is how I do. So I then have a look, see. I am trying to add in this one so I can just write about the day before. But my memory's quite good in the fact that I might not remember something, but if I have something to jog my memory, so whatever I've written in here or even in here, I can then write about it. So that's how my ecosystem works. Will it look like this soon? I don't know, because I started off the year in my discs. As I said, I got fed up with all the printing of the paper and everything, and I've printed my own TN, made my own TN books and things. So I don't know, but at the moment this is working, and for this season this is what I'm enjoying doing. And oh yeah, the only other one I do have, and I haven't got it handy, it's in my bag, that I know I've definitely got in my lineup for 2026, is a Hobonichi A6 Techo. I got it, it's a 2025 one. I got it for £15. They were reduced down because it was last year's. I mean, they've gone back up in price now, but that book will be the one that I will take to hospital when George has his spinal surgery. So I have something I can doodle in. I have something I can write in. I have something that I can draw. I can use the paper. I can use it however I want. I don't have to worry about the dates, because I am quite happy just to write the date or just scribble through the date. I am not bothered about it. And I mean, as you can see in this one, I literally highlighted it and wrote over it. Ooh, wrote over it in pen. Is it perfect? No, but yeah. So Karen, I hope that answers your question in a really long-winded way of things. That is Claire. Please drop a line about your current ecosystem looks like, what your 2026 system looks like. Yeah, 2020 wasn't a great planner year for anyone, was it? So yeah, drop a line and just yeah, let me know. And I look forward to seeing you all soon for the October flip. Yeah, October flip. All right then, well, everyone take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.